Hello, ladies. My name is Marcia Allen. I'm one of the co-founders here at Lady Strong Fitness. I want to thank you for taking the opportunity to learn more about the Lady Strong Fitness and the three biggest secrets you need to lose weight and to keep it off forever. Now, I want to make sure I keep this very straightforward, quick, and to the point. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and proceed. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is who is this masterclass for? Now, if you're a working woman, stay-at-home mom, an ambitious business owner, or semi-retired or retired woman, you've tried to lose weight, eat clean, tone muscles, create a healthy lifestyle, but you're getting sporadic results like yo-yo dieting within weeks or months, and you don't really have strategy in place to continue, which is okay. You want a body that is desirable, that brings confidence, energy, and a new lifestyle for yourself and or your family. If this sounds like you've definitely came to the right spot. Now, I do want to explain who this masterclass is not for, and if you're not in the right place, if this is for you. Does this sound like you? You're dying to learn how to achieve results quickly, that plagues yourself in this hamster wheel that results back to square one. You're here to say, oh, these strategies don't work for me because you've tried everything. You're skeptical, and you have the mentality that this isn't going to work for me. If this sounds like you definitely have not came to the right spot. So with that being said, let's go ahead and proceed. Now, the first thing I want you guys to know is that most women are very afraid to try a new fitness program. As mentioned prior, it could be for one of two reasons. The first one is that maybe they have tried things before and maybe have gotten results, but have not maintained them. Or it's just a lack of education. You're very green, very new, and you don't know exactly where to begin. Whichever one doesn't matter. Most definitely, we are here to be able to show you the correct steps of what that looks like. Okay. Now, I do want to tell you guys that my goal for this 3-part masterclass is for you to finally crack the code to being the best version of yourself by losing the weight, keeping it off while having more energy, confidence, and strength. With that being said, let's talk about, well, why should you listen to me? Okay. I grew up as an athlete, professional athlete, mixed martial arts, MMA cage fighting for the last 10 years. I'm now retired. I've transitioned into the fitness industry. I spent the last two decades. So that's 20 years helping thousands of women lose the weight, keep it off. Okay. I also, as you can see, went through my own transformational journey, which is quite inspiring in itself. So I don't necessarily just want you to take my word for it, okay? I also want you to take the word for some of the women inside our Lady Strong Fitness community. The first one being Stephanie. Stephanie is in her 20s, and in just 52 weeks, she lost 20 pounds and 5% body fat. Again, we have all facets of demographics, and this is just one of them. I also would like to introduce you to Ashley, who's in her 30s. Ashley, in just 4 weeks, lost 10 pounds and 2.5% body fat by incorporating the blueprint, which I will be sharing with you here later on in the presentation. Now, I also want to introduce you to Christina Navarro. Christina Navarro, in 52 weeks, who's in her 40s, lost 85 pounds and 15% body fat. And 2 years ago, she was our biggest transformation of the year. And since then, we've had many others that has followed her footsteps. And again, all by following the blueprint that I'm going to share with you is how successful these women were inside a Lady Strong Fitness program. I also have, last but not least, Mary Jo Font. Okay, again, in 52 weeks, she's also in her 50s, lost 25 pounds and 8% body fat. So if they can do it, I can guarantee that you could do it as well. So these are some inspiring women, again, that has all followed the blueprint that I am about to share with you today. Now, you're probably thinking, oh my God, getting those results is life-changing. Just putting yourself in their shoes, not only how they feel from a physical standpoint, but also a mental standpoint. Now, with that being said, I do want to introduce you to the 3 pillars of Lady Strong Fitness that made these women so successful by following the blueprint, as I mentioned prior. The first one being the most obvious, which is the fitness side of things. The second one is the nutrition. And then the third one is the accountability, and I'm going to be sharing all 3 with you here. Now let's talk about the fitness side of things first. I want you to keep in mind and have an open mind. This is intended for any fitness level, beginners, intermediate, advanced. If you're green and very new, as mentioned, if this is something maybe you have or were on a steady regimen and or routine, and maybe you had a baby and you're looking to get your pre-mom bod back, okay? Or last but not least, maybe you played some sort of sports in the past and you're looking to perhaps pick up right where you left off and get back to that physical element where you were prior. Again, beginners, intermediate, advanced, intended for any fitness level. This 6-week transformation program that we do offer, the front end offer at Lady Strong Fitness when you come in, 24 sessions, which is 4 times per week. Each session is for 60 minutes long. This is a higher intensity interval training. We do have within that 60 minutes, a warm up, a workout, and a cool down. Now, don't let that high intensity interval training be discouraging, to say the least, to you. And let me explain why in the next slide here. Now, again, talking about the fitness side of things, let's go on talking about the progressions and regressions. Again, when you're in these classes and or sessions, it's led by a certified instructor. We don't just take any certified instructor. It has to be nationally accredited. We do recommend a minimum or more experience coming in, and we want to make sure we have highly qualified coaches in front of you. Now, when you're in class, with these progressions and regressions, what are they? And I'll give you an example here. If a coach demonstrates prior to the workout a push-up, and that push-up is done on your toes, you have the option to perform them as a regression on your knees. You may ask yourself, well, when do you do them? It will be highly advised and encouraged by your coach to do so if you're not comfortable with doing the exercise that was performed prior to the workout beginning, okay? And then last but not least, show you how to do them. Again, the coach will show you a regression, which is a modified version, and also a progression if you're wanting to maybe increase the intensity level and make it slightly harder. Either way, we have one or other available for you, okay? Now, let's talk about the second piece to the puzzle, which will make you successful, and that is the nutrition side of things. You cannot neglect this because we can't out-exercise a bad diet. We do offer meals by Solve and inexpensive prep meals. I like to call it where you warm it up, you eat and repeat. It's just that simple. This could be as inexpensive as going grocery shopping, depending on the products you typically would shop for. Either way, we do have her in-house and we've been partnered up with her for the last 2 years or more. We do offer quarterly nutrition seminars, and we do this because we always get asked a bunch of questions, and we want to make sure that we have a Q&A session with you so all questions are addressed within that seminar. And then last but not least, you cannot forget our Lady Strong Fitness YouTube page. We have a category specifically for nutrition that are free at your discretion. Just go ahead, push play, choose something that catches your attention that maybe pertains to you. I promise you, whatever it is, we have done a topic on it. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the third piece and or pillar to Lady Strong Fitness, and it is the biggest. That is the accountability. With this, you have weekly weigh-ins with your coach. Okay. You are responsible at the beginning of the week to weigh in, to hold you accountable. The second piece is the bi-weekly coaching calls. We like to call this our thermometer check, just to make sure, how are you doing? Do you have any questions? How do you feel? Is there something that I could address or do for you or make your experience better? Whatever it is, take advantage of this coaching call, okay? It's for free. That's what it's there for. We also have body composition tests, which will be done at the beginning and the end of your transformation program, which will explain a little bit more in depth of what that body composition test consists of and or what it entails. And then the group page, we have a Facebook group page, which is all of our like-minded women are in this page to ask questions, to support each other. Again, you're all like-minded, regardless of what portion of your journey you started on. You are there for a reason, and we are there to support you each and every step along the way. And then we do have something that is held in the palm of your hand on your mobile device, 24/7 access. You pick up your phone and ask questions to your accountability coach. And this is something that I would highly advise. There's no such thing as a silly question, to ask as many questions as possible. The more questions you ask and get answered, the better off you will be in being successful within your fitness and wellness journey. Now let's talk about that body composition. As we mentioned, we have what's called the in-body scan, which is in-house inside our studio. And I would like to be able to kind of explain a little bit more in depth of what it entails before we have Coach Emily, which is our head coach here, will explain a little bit more in depth. How often should you perform this scan? We do recommend every 30 days. You don't know what you don't know, right? So the do's and don'ts to the InBody scan: make sure prior to the scan, you're not on your menstrual cycle. We also advise don't drink any caffeine or eat beforehand to make sure we get as much accuracy as possible. And then how do you read your scan? That's what the Green Squad team is for. So they will be able to, once that InBody scan is printed, we'll be able to tell you everything you need to know. So that way, when you leave, you have an exact game plan of where to proceed and or move forward. So that being said, let's watch the video.
When a new client signs up, we have them do the InBody scan because it just gives them an accurate look at their body fat percentage, their weight, their lean muscle mass, where that mass is located on the body specifically, things like water retention, and then also their basal metabolic rate, which is essentially how many calories they're burning a day without doing any exercise.
All right. So again, I hope that gives you a better understanding of how the InBody scan and body composition test can help you inside of Lady Strong Fitness. Now let's move on to our Strong Her program. The Strong Her program is something that we do advise for clients that has been participating for 30 days or more. And here's why. We want you to be able to get to your initial goal first and then build on to that pillar, which is maybe lose weight at first. And then second, after you've lost the weight, let's go ahead and build and tone. Okay. Again, you can't necessarily do both at the same time, which is why we advise to wait as you're starting the program. Okay. So now that you understand that, this is an actual axle bar that you will be utilizing in the classes. And you can see one of our clients here, Sarah, who has it on her back. There's all different variations to do this. This will allow you to lift heavier and gain strength, more so than just utilizing a set of dumbbells. Okay. And again, as mentioned, variations of exercise it, and again, intended for any fitness level. So that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video.
Our Strong Her training is for somebody who's looking to take their fitness to the next level. Whether your goal is to learn how to use the barbell, get stronger, or get leaner, our Strong Her training will help you with all those things. In order to start the Strong Her training, you must first get certified in a class here at the studio that takes place once a month. During the certification class, the coaches will be there to help and guide you learning multiple different moves that you will be using in class with our axle bars. The coach's observation is to make sure each member is executing each exercise properly in order to receive their certification, to utilize the axle bar in group classes. If you're someone looking to get leaner, to get stronger, and add some variety to your workout, make sure to get signed up for our next Strong Her certification class.
Awesome. And again, guys, this is something that we've witnessed noticeable changes within women within 90 days or less. And again, offered first Saturday of each month at 11 a.m. for free. This is something that I would highly advise that you take advantage of if you're really looking to take your fitness and wellness journey to the next level. Okay. Again, prior to being able to utilize these, again, as head coach Emily said, you do have to be able to pass all the exercises successfully, and then you'll receive your certification. So that way you can start using them in your next class. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the Committed Club. This is something that also holds you accountable here at Lady Strong Fitness. And the whole purpose and objective behind the Committed Club is, now, there's no startup fee, by the way. I don't want you to necessarily think, oh, we're here to take your money. Not at all. Again, notice all these amenities are for free when you are a standing client here at Lady Strong Fitness. Again, who can join the club? As soon as you start your investment with us, this is something that right away is a part of your program. And again, perks of the Committed Club: once you attend 12 sessions or more for that month, you will have the opportunity to be placed in the drawing amongst other women to receive in-studio credits and other things. And I would like to have the other co-founder, Brittany, explain more in depth.
Our committed club here at Lady Strong is something that our ladies love to be a part of. So the committed club is our way of keeping our members accountable to coming to classes. So how it works is if you are a member who completes 12 or more classes in a month, you get to be a part of our committed club for that month. If you complete 12 or more classes in the whole entire quarter, so every month and a quarter, you are going to be part of our quarterly committed club. And if you complete 12 or more classes for 12 months out of the year, you will actually be a part of our annual committed club. And as a part of our annual committed club, you're not only going to get a custom annual committed club t-shirt, but you're also going to get a certificate that states that you completed 12 or more classes for an entire year, which is an awesome accomplishment. Being a part of our committed club is so important to our ladies, and it's a great way to keep them accountable.
Awesome, guys. All right. So with that being said, this data shows that members who are part of this annual committed club, can't make this up. We actually pulled the report on this one, lose anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds more than people who are not participants within inside the committed club. So I hope that alone, as far as the blueprint, will show you how successful you can be. Okay. So now it doesn't end there. There's more, but wait, there's more. We do have a recovery room. This recovery room you will have access to, again, as a standing client. I and others inside our community, as far as our Green Squad team, would advise that you take advantage of this at least a minimum of one time or more per week. Okay. Now, how long should you use a recovery room for? Minimum 10 minutes. Again, why would you want to use it? Are the recovery boots made for any fitness size? Yes, 100%. It is universal. Why would you want to use it? The chance of getting injured and or to help with a prior injury. Let's see what head coach Emily has to say.
NormaTec boots are used for recovery post-workout is when they're going to be the most effective. What those boots do is help increase blood flow through the legs. It's sending that oxygen back to the muscle to help recover them after you've worked out. It also is going to reduce muscle soreness and help increase that range of motion. What's great about the NormaTec boots is that if you're feeling pain or a certain type of muscle soreness or stiffness in a certain area of the legs, you're able to zone in on that specific spot when you're in the boots. Also, it goes different levels. So depending on how much pressure you want, you can turn it down or turn it up. Another good thing to note with that is sometimes you might be experiencing some pain, maybe in your lower back or in other parts of your body. Although the boots only go up to about hip height, it could help you in those areas as well. Because if we tend to have stiffness in our legs or hips or our quads, it can affect other areas of our body.
Awesome. So I hope that gives you an understanding of how we could be able to assist you in being more successful, again, within your fitness and wellness journey. Now, how long should you use the recovery room for? As stated previously, minimum of 10, if not more. Now, it doesn't end there. When you're working out within Lady Strong Fitness, every client utilizes a heart rate monitor. There's two different types of devices that you have access to. You have access to either a chest strap or an armband. It's a personal preference, whichever you prefer. Yes, there are different investments for them, but again, depending upon what may interest you more. I personally love the armband, and the reason for that being is just I feel as though that it's more easily accessible to take on and off versus having to use a chest strap underneath your bosom area. Okay. How to upgrade to the heart rate monitor? Again, typically starting out is totally up to you. If you want to start the chest and then maybe later on you're like, hey, I'd like to give the armband a try, feel free to do so. And then how to read your heart rate monitor variables. Let's talk to Coach Leah.
We like our members to wear their heart rate monitors when they come in so that they can track their workouts. What we do here is we have heart rate monitors. You can get one included with your package. It either goes on your chest or you can upgrade to the armband. And what it does is it tracks your heart rate. It shows us how hard you're working. So throughout that workout, we can see, are you working a little bit too hard? Do we need to slow you down, take a couple breaths? Maybe is there something we can push you a little bit harder on? Maybe give you heavier weights or ask you to do a little bit extra cardio in there. We have different heart rate zones. This blue and green is going to be a little bit more in that resting zone. Once we get up to zone 3, 4, and 5, it's color coded yellow, orange, red here, that's where we're gonna see, start to see those calorie burning, those fat burning cells. When we're doing cardio, when we're high intensity, we like to see a little bit more of that red and orange. When we're doing more of a body weight workout or strength training, lifting a little bit heavier, we might see a little bit more in that orange, maybe even dip into yellow. And then also it allows you to track your calories that you are burning throughout the workout.
Very cool, guys. So again, not only do you have access to the recovery room, the body scans, but the heart rate monitor, which is very crucial because you're able to see the calories that you are consuming versus the calories that you are burning and coming out. So calories in versus calories out, which allow you to be more successful within your fitness and wellness journey. And again, this is a custom app that you're able to download on your mobile device. You have access to it not only inside the studio, but also outside the studio if you go for a walk or a jog or perform one of our virtual workouts in the comfort of your home. Now, do not focus on the calories burned during class. Instead, focus on the epoch after, which is excessive post-oxygen consumption, which means even though the heart rate monitor has stopped and maybe you've burned 500 calories, keep in mind you are still burning calories up to 24 hours after your workout is complete. All right, so with that being said, shall we proceed? Again, like I said, the Lady Strong virtual workouts. Yes. So we have women that do travel with inside our community. So what's nice is that they have access to be able to take advantage of the virtual workouts, either the replays or on demand, whichever you prefer. We do have demand times for that. I did a little tutorial explaining a little bit more in depth of what our online portal looks like and how to take advantage of it. So I would like to share that with you.
Hey ladies, Marcia here. I want to give you a quick tutorial of the Lady Strong virtual workout platform. So by now you should have received access to this, and by receiving access within your Lady Strong fitness starter kit that you received, there was a welcome letter, and on that welcome letter on the bottom right hand corner there was a QR code. When you scan that QR code, it grants you access to this portal that you see here online. Okay, so what you're going to have to do once you scan that QR code, there's going to be a list of folders. One of the folders is named Lady Strong Virtual Workouts. Double click on that folder, then you'll see an icon, double click on that, and it will grant you to this page that you see here. You have to set up an account by entering your email address and your password.
Because after you log in here, again, this is after you've made the investment with us. You will receive access to this. This is what it looks like here.
You'll see here is the Lady Strong Virtual Workouts live. Okay, if you would like to attend a virtual live, just double click on this one here, or single click, excuse me. You can see here, you can attend a virtual workout Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. or on Saturday at 8:15 a.m. We do not have any virtual workouts on Sunday, so just 6 days per week out of the 7. And then we do ask if you could just go ahead and attend that 5 minutes prior to class starting. That way the coach can grant you access to attend not only with yourself, but other fierce females inside the community. So take advantage of that as well. If for some reason that does not work in your schedule, what's really nice is we do have another option that is readily available for you, which is the Lady Strong Virtual Workouts on Demand, also known as the replays. So if I click on this, you can then see there is a list of 6 different days of workouts. And I'll just, for instance, here, starting with Monday.
Awesome. So I don't want to necessarily bore you to death, but you grasp the understanding of you have access to all this once you are a member at Lady Strong Fitness. So with that being said, ladies, the Lady Strong Fitcast podcast, this is something that we do every week, new content every Tuesday that comes out. You can download this on your favorite device, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Amazon, you name it. Okay. Again, each week we highlight something different. For instance, we bring on a client or member inside our studio. They are sharing what made them successful within their fitness and wellness journey. And then you could be able to perhaps take some mental notes and be able to execute them into your own lifestyle. We also have coaches chat box where a coach or two would get together and talk about a specific topic. We have special guests. There's so much. So again, take advantage of that. Go ahead, download that whenever you have the time. And last but not least, ladies, this is something that I am a huge component of, and this is our biggest event of the year, also known as our Arenda Gala. This is something that you take advantage of as a member. And again, I would have to share the video for you to witness it for yourself of what Arenda is.
The community and culture here at Lady Strong Fitness is like none other. However, roughly in our first year of business, I felt as though there was still a piece of the puzzle that was missing. And my vision was to be able to create an experience that was like none other. And that's how Arenda came about. And prior to having our first Arenda event, we were trying to figure out what would be a good name for the event. And the definition of Arenda is a mystical force present in any people that empowers them to affect the world, to affect change in their lives. And that's exactly what we do here. And we knew once we found that word, Arenda, that's the word that was going to be used for many years to come. Arenda is something that we have never seen in a community in Schaumburg, that every woman gets underneath the roof to empower, to celebrate their wins, their victories, their successes, and everything that they managed to accomplish in 1 year. It's not just that, and being able to meet new women, like-minded women, so that way they're able to perhaps even share an experience outside of the gym with that perhaps they'll leave a friend later on down the road. So Arenda is something that is very special and near and dear to my heart, and now it's starting to mean the same to others. So this is why we created the Arendas, to be able to celebrate, to be able to share the wins, to be able to just look back years from now and just see all the memories that were created.
If I could describe Arenda in one word, it would be party. That's exactly what we do when we do our Arenda Gala. We dance, we drink, we eat, we celebrate, and we just share wins with our members. We give away awards. We even give away a free year of membership. We have vendors, we have raffles, we have giveaways. It's just one big giant party, and it's a massive celebration for all the successes that our members have had over the last year. And let's be honest, the last 18 months has been such a crazy ride, but we would not be here tonight and at our Arenda Galas without our members. So we're so excited to be able to celebrate them, their wins, their successes, put them on a pedestal, and just show them how much we truly care about them and how much we truly believe that they are Lady Strong, Lady Strong, Lady Strong, Lady Strong.
Oh, I love it. Again, who do you know does this? What gym? Please let me know. And I, by any means, no comparisons whatsoever. We definitely love to be able to celebrate you ladies. And this is why we created this venue and event for you. Excuse me, this event. So with that being said, Arenda Gala. Now, last but not least, ladies, again, in conclusion, I hope you're able to at least be able to see the keys of being successful with the 3 pillars inside Lady Strong Fitness when it comes to fitness, nutrition, and accountability, sharing the women's success stories. When you incorporate all these pillars that I mentioned previously and how you're able to be successful and taking advantage of all the services that are included when you become a part of the community, it is no doubt, as long as you have the patience and you maintain that consistency, you are guaranteed to see results. Keep the weight off and being able to maintain it as long as you trust the process and have fun. So with that being said, ladies, thank you so much for tuning in on this masterclass. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.